What's going on? Born for Sports. Salute to New York Giants Nation. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like. And most importantly, make sure you hit that subscribe button to Born for Sports. Well, we had a bye week and 2 weeks to prepare for a mediocre at best, maybe being kindly even calling them mediocre Washington Commanders football team with their backup quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And what did we do? Barely competitive. Second half was an uphill climb. We'll get into it. But the New York Giants, once again, they dropped their eighth straight game. They fall to the Commanders 29-21 and now are 2-12 on the season. In a lost year, it is all about the race to the bottom. Right now, it's about playing out the string because it's just getting harder and harder to watch this team week in and week out, just being totally outplayed and mostly out coached. I mean, it's terrible. It's just terrible football, you know. The only thing basically that's worth watching at this point with this team is just watching the young players play, meaning the young players as in our franchise cornerstones and Jackson Dart, who had a very up and down game today, I thought. Also, Abdul Carter, who I thought played a tremendous game today. We'll get into that in a moment. But the New York Giants, once again, you know, another lost year. And I just want to give a salute and a shout out to every New York Giant fan that did make it to the game today. I know it is not easy to deal with that. Yours truly was going to go to the game, but unfortunately, weather conditions in my neck of the woods will not allow me to. But for those, shout out to everybody out there that did go out there and tough it out. My fellow 330 crew members, my bros, Jose and them. Also TP Way the Giant, who I understand flew in, and I hope he had a decent time up in the Northeast, you know, who I'm sure he'll let you guys know that they were undefeated every time he goes, and unfortunately that did not work today. The New York Giants, you know, just showing week to week why they are where they are and why there are major changes need to be made. We've already gotten some changes, which was the obvious. The head coach, Brian Daboll's gone. The defensive coordinator, Shane Bowen, the worst DC in the league, he's gone. Okay. During the bye week, we got a position coach, Brian Cox, that got shown the door. Mike Kafka is here still. He is running the team. And I'm going to get into my analysis about him in a moment. But everything you're seeing happening right now is more reason why there is no reason and no excuse to keep Joe Shane past these last 3 games. He's got to go. This is a house cleaning situation. A house cleaning situation, as I have mentioned time and time again for weeks on this channel and everywhere and every social media outlet that I have. This is a situation where everything should be cleaned out. You can't even go in and beat the Commanders with Marcus Mariota out there. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? Joe Shane has got to go, man. This is going to be the best job going forward in the offseason. We cannot limit our standing. We cannot limit the choices to see who would want to work with Joe Shane. We got to find who wants to turn this franchise around and this team around. And as I see backstage, I see my guy, Danny, has joined the show. Danny.
How are you, sir?
Oh, my brother. How you doing? How was the couple of weeks off, bro?
It was good. It was good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. But
Yeah.
at least we're a little bit closer to the number 1 draft pick.
You know we're not gonna get it, Danny. You know we're not gonna get that number.
We're gonna fumble that. We're gonna fumble that shit too.
This is why I'm not even thinking about it, bro. Because there is no team in the league that perfects the art of winning meaningless games in the month of December when no one gives a damn about those wins. Because when you're invested and you want them to win, this franchise right now, they don't win those games. They don't. When you're invested, you want them to win. They don't win those. But when you're like, you know what, it's over. Let's just get to the finish line. What's the pick gonna be? Then you know they're gonna win those meaningless games, bro. You know how this goes. We've seen
Listen,
this story before, brother.
I actually wanted to win today. I told one of my boys, I'm like, these last 4 games, I just want
Yeah,
the Washington win and the Dallas win. The other two I could give two
true.
shits about.
Me too. I mean, I'm
But
tired of losing to the command, especially the Cowboys. I mean, shit, no
yeah,
doubt.
but I just wanted to say like Slayton, I really don't know what's going on with him. I really don't know what's going on with him. Like, is he just like doesn't know how to play football anymore? He doesn't know how to play wide receiver. Like he doesn't know the game. Like he doesn't know how to play the position anymore.
Bro, this guy is absolutely horrible. I've said it time and time again. He is a mistake that the New York Giants made. Joe Shane, yet
You
another
gotta.
reason why he should not be brought back. He really dead ass gave this man $36 million, bro, in the offseason. And this guy can't catch a cold because all of a sudden, now that Daniel Jones, especially, ain't on the roster no more, he went back to rookie year, the first 2 years of the league, Darius Slayton. Did you see how many times he drops a pass in a key situation and a touchdown today? Of course, another touchdown. How many drop touchdowns this man had so far this season, Danny?
Yeah, I lost count, man. But listen, the reason why it pisses me off is because I think this will hinder us from possibly giving Wandell an extension.
Yeah, I've said it from the, yeah, I totally agree with you. This is why I'm reluctant to go there. You gotta trade Slayton. You gotta trade him. You gotta find a way to trade him. And I don't know who's gonna be dumb enough to take that contract.
That's a lot
Maybe
of money. That's a lot of money.
yeah, that's a lot of money on the hook. Next year, then is his contract after next season will be cuttable. But now, no one's gonna give him that. This Joe Shane, I'm telling you, bro. Every time you analyze you put a diagnostic on this franchise's roster and this franchise's direction, it always comes back to him. And it's unbelievable that this is still a discussion on whether they should keep him or not. Unbelievable, bro. Let's go to the chat real quick, man.
Yeah,
Cliff checking in. Salute, Cliff. What's
yeah.
going on, brother? What's going on? Your Jets took a bad loss today against Jacksonville, but you know, it's a race to the bottom, bro. It's a race to the bottom.
Right.
Captain and Coach 7085. Salute, Cap. What's going on? He's welcome to the show. He says Dart had an up and down day. I would
Yeah.
agree. It would be nice if his receivers could actually make catch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right on cue. And you know, like I said, you know, in the beginning in the intro here, Dart did have a up and down game, but he competed. And you know, when he had his opportunities, he kept us in the game, made some plays. He didn't make every play. There were some plays that were left out there. We'll get into that in a moment. But again, Darius Slayton dropping a touchdown. I mean, this guy, he blows, bro. He blows. Like, it is so stupid to me why this freaking guy, Joe Shane, would give him that contract. And now we got a bigger team to get rid of him, and they're stuck with him. And I'm telling you, Danny, like you said, that money should have been for Wandell Robinson, who has had a great season, has really showed that he cares and he is about that craft. I respect Wandell, the way he's putting up these numbers out there as the go-to receiver, because I don't care. Darius Slayton getting paid to be the go-to receiver, but he ain't the go-to receiver.
But I have a question. Is there any way like we could trade Slayton, but like take some of his money? Like is that possible?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way, but what team is gonna do it? That is the problem. We got to find a team that just like they love him. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, and you know, the compensation ain't gonna be nothing. You know, the Giants, you know, if Joe Shane sticks around for next season, you know that he is not going to admit that he made a mistake. He's gonna, if he trades Slayton, he's gonna be looking for a compensation pick that is unrealistic. Unrealistic. He'll
Right.
probably look for a second round pick, knowing his crazy ass. He's probably going to look thinking that he's got that kind of value, or a third round pick or something like that. He never admits his mistakes and cuts his losses with his picks. Imagine the contract now. He's of a veteran receiver. He's not going to do it. If I'm Joe Shane or whoever the GM is, if it take a 7th round pick just to get that money off the books, I'm doing it. I don't even care.
Oh yeah, hell
because
yeah.
I feel Wan'Dale Robinson value is way higher than him. So if that's what this is going to take, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Give him away for free. Fuck it.
Straight up like that. If it means that I keep Wan'Dale, if it means that hey, Wan'Dale's going to resign if you move this guy, then it is what it is. I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. It's ridiculous, man. It's going to be a situation of it's going to come down to whoever the GM is are you willing to overlap this contract and pay Wan'Dale and overlap it and just deal with the crazy number of him and Slayton on the roster for a season and then cut him out next year? I don't know if they can be able to do that because that's a hell of a cap hit.
The only way it'll happen if Wandell gives us a hometown discount, which I highly doubt.
Nah, it's not happening. He's earned the contract that he's gonna get. His market value. I saw the other day. His market value, he might be looking at $15 million a year and plus, and that's just starting out. And you know what? He's earned it this year. He's earned it. You know, he's out there competing as the number one guy without leak out there, with a rookie quarterback, and he's been a trusted receiver. He's had a career year. He's gonna have a 1,000-yard season. Hey, he's earned it. He's earned the money. He's gonna take the first deal he gets, and he was a 2nd-round pick. So, you got to give him credit. He did what he had to do, and it just goes to show you, Joe Shane, like an idiot, made a mistake once again, paying this guy, man. Paying this guy for no reason, bro.
Word.
New York Giants need to clean house.
Yes, indeed.
Breach. Yes, indeed. We definitely need a clean house. It's got to go that way. Cap also says our owner is a huge stumbling block. Yes, he is.
It's been like that way for years. He's been like that for years.
It's always been that way. A huge stumbling block. He never likes to change his GMs. He's always letting his GMs outlast his coaches, no matter what job they do. That's been his history here. You see what happened with Jerry Reese, who was probably our best GM we've had the last 20 years, but he let Jerry Reese just deteriorate the roster for too long. And in Eli's later years, and he kept him around. It took a astronomical bowhead move by him and McAdoo sitting Eli, benching him ridiculously for Geno Smith at the time, for the outrage of the fan base to make a move. It just is what it is. Dave Gettleman, look how long he left Gettleman in to ruin our roster even worse. You know what I'm saying? So,
and looking now with Joe Shane.
And he's doing it again with Joe Shane. And it's just been too much smoke out there about how Joe Shane is still under evaluation, but they are comfortable with him because of the changes in the organizational approach because he's good.
I really hope they're fucking stalling because it's a lot of that's bullshit, man.
It is.
I really hope they're stalling. They eventually fire him, but I really hope they're stalling and just like being politically correct just for the media. I
hope so, man. I hope so, and I'm hoping that they should have got rid of him when they kicked Dable to the curb. To be honest, it should have been that way, but it didn't go that way, as you know. But hopefully, like you said, there'll be a situation where, they look at this and they just say, you know what, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. We can't run this back again. We can't do this again. But I feel this is my feeling on it, bro. I think John Mara and this ownership is waiting to see the old, what did we say earlier? Winning meaningless wins in December to pad the record to say, hey, you see, we won more games than last year. We're just a coach away, guys. We're just a coach away. Let's keep them one more time. I feel like he's waiting to see if this is going to truly go off the rails and maybe they finish with either the same record last year or worse. If we win more games than we won last year, he's coming back. He's coming back. I've seen this movie before.
Man,
What do you think about that, Danny?
I really hope not, bro. I really hope not, man. It's
Man.
I don't want to see the same shit all over again next year, man.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
you know what I'm saying? I really hope we get a new GM, new head coach, new everything, brand spanking new for our quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And what the hell was that RPO play in first and goal and got Dart hurt?
He almost got hurt again running
Yeah,
that
you. What
shit.
the hell was that, Kafka?
Running that shit at the goal at the 1 yard line. Like, can we hand the ball off to our running back? I'm gonna get into
Yo,
that in a moment because this is why Kafka's got to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear
yo,
no
I was like, what? I was like, WTF? What the
I
fuck?
don't even want him as offensive coordinator no more, bro. I don't even want him back for that. I want him gone too because he clearly's over his head. I don't even want to spoil. We're gonna get into it in a moment. Let me just run these comments. We're
Yeah,
gonna break
go
this
ahead.
down, bro.
Yeah,
Cap says Giants will beat the Raiders. It's possible. It's possible, but then
yeah.
it's
Who
also
knows?
possible we'll lose. That's a road game. That's a road game. So
Right.
we might lose that, but yeah, I think that's probably the most winnable game left. And I thought this game was the more winnable game today because they had their backup quarterback in, and we're
I thought we
home.
could have be. I thought we could have beat Mariota, man.
You know,
Jeez.
they have their backup quarterback in. We had 2 weeks to prepare for this team, and we still couldn't beat them. I mean, it's on the table that we could lose every game, but we know the Giants, they always find a way to win meaningless games. So until I see it, that's what I'm going to do. So you know what? They might beat the Raiders, bro. They might do it. They might
Who
do it.
knows? Who
Who
knows?
knows, bro? Cap also says we will have the 5th or 6th pick. Yep, absolutely possible. Absolutely possible that'll happen. Maybe even lower than that. If we luck out and get a couple of meaningless wins, which they love to do, everything's on the table at this point, bro. Dan checks in. What's up, Dan? Salute. He says 100% going again to a meaningless
Winner.
game. You know what's happening, Dan. They do
Bro.
this all the time too. Remember last year when the tank squad was out? We
Oh
got
yeah.
3 games so we can have the number 1 pick and we can get Cam Ward and or Shador or whoever at number 1, and we ain't got to worry about this that. And what do? The second last week of the game with the number 1 pick right in their grasp, they beat a Colts team who was fighting for the playoffs, and they beat him with Drew Lock. Drew Lock had the game of his life, and happened to be that day. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. The Giants are gonna do it to us. They'll do it again. This is why I have no aspirations about that stuff. All right. I'm just glad we got our quarterback now, so I ain't got to worry about
You
it.
know, if the Giants are smart, the way Washington moved the football down the field today on us,
Yeah.
if the Giants are smart, they would interview Cliff Kingsbury for the head coaching job.
I absolutely think he was definitely auditioning for the job today. He was
Because
he was
man,
smoking these dudes, man, with his play calling. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
so I really hope they do interview Cliff Kingsbury, after the season because he definitely, even with Mariota, man, he was
Yeah.
play calling was crazy, bro,
Yeah.
killing us.
Yeah, absolutely. And he actually does fit the criteria of a offensive mind that has head coach experience. So he kind of
Right.
checked those boxes there. It didn't go great in Arizona, but they weren't awful. I mean, he took them to the playoffs a year or two. So, he has an idea. So there is that, and he worked very well with Jaden Daniels. You saw what he did with Mariota. He's a good offensive mind. So, hey, he's definitely a candidate. There was a report over the weekend that I saw from Diane Rossini. Now, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Diane Rossini, that woman's sources are fucking garbage, bro. She usually has some bad.
That's why Aaron Rodgers don't like her.
Yeah. She usually has some bad sources. To me, it looks like she just throws shit out there. Because she just want to keep her little name out there, whatever, or she just has some legit bad sources that she trusts in the wrong people.
Right.
I'll say this, her little list she had over the weekend that made some waves. Cliff Kingsbury was on that list, so we will see. She says now the New York Giants have their list of coaching candidates they want to interview at this point that are available. So we'll see what comes into fruition. Honestly, the names, Cliff Clinsbury, I expected his name to surface sometime because, like we said, he checks those boxes of what.
Yeah, it ticks all the boxes, man.
Yeah, he checks some boxes. I'm not sure if I would want to take him as the guy, but I think he does check some boxes that he can.
Do you want the coach from Notre Dame? Do you want the coach from Notre Dame?
I'm out on that. I'm being honest, and I'm.
You
It's
know
not,
his name was out there. You know that his name was
yeah,
out there.
yeah. Another name that she brought out too, but early in the week, his name happened to be out there. So I find that very funny how all of a sudden now she wants to put that as breaking news. But whatever, that's a story for another day. But yeah, I'm out on college coaches. I'm out on that.
Okay.
I don't want to have no college coach come in here and figure out how to be a NFL coach. It is a different game on this level. Now, it's not a knock on Freeman. It's not.
Yeah.
I like Freeman. I actually follow Notre Dame. I don't have a college team that I strongly advocate for, but I've always been a Notre Dame kind of fan, since I was younger. So I do follow Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame Fighting Irish. But Notre Dame, they are a good school, and he is a good coach. He checks the boxes as a general who will run a program, who will run the show. And you won't have to worry about accountability, which is something that's been lacking here in the New York Giants
for a long time.
That box is checked. However, I don't know about what kind of coordinators he will want to bring in. Who is he going to hire as a coordinator? He's going to bring.
He probably bring his boys. He probably bring his boys from college. Yeah.
See, those are things that I'm out on. I'm firmly in the belief of. We're at a point as a New York Giant franchise, we can't have a coach from the college range come up to this level and learn how to be a coach on this level. We got to get this right now. We have to get this right. Now, if they go to college realm, I was always on the Lane Kiffin wagon because of his relationship with Dart, and that was just something that I wasn't really too keen on, but he did try it on the NFL level before.
Yeah.
If they went to Freeman, he would not be my choice. But I kind of get it why they would be interested in him. I don't want nothing to do with a college coach, bro. I just don't. I don't want to see a guy come up here and learn how to do it. Because what if it goes really bad then?
It's a gamble. It sure is a gamble.
Bro. We got to get this right. We got to get our coach for the next. And that's another thing why I don't even want McCarthy, because I don't want a guy that in like 2-3 years, okay, he'll get us back to being at least decent, and then we're moving on because he can't win in the playoffs.
He'd be like a rental.
Yeah, I want to get this right. I need a coach who's going to be here for 6 to 8 years at least. And
that's why I want the Steelers to fire Mike Tomlin.
I don't think it's going to happen. I would love that. That would be my top choice if that happened.
Yeah,
but there's also a question of
if not that, then Cliff Kingsbury or Shula. Shula's out there.
Chris Shula and Hafley are my two top choices.
Or Kubiak too.
Kubiak is another guy that they should talk to as well, and I wouldn't be mad about that. But Hafley, I know I've been on the. Hafley,
you've been talking about him a lot. Yeah,
I've been talking about him for a long time this season. Shula, I am very impressed with. I would not mind that. Anytime you could take someone from the McVay tree.
Oh, we take it. You take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it works out, and his scheme and his defense, I think, would play very well with this roster, as well as Hafley. And Hafley actually has head coach experience in Boston College, so he at least has done it. He's been at this level as a coordinator. Hey, I'm in on those guys. To me, if you give me Hafley or you give me Shula, I will be a very happy Giant fan. I really would.
Right.
Yeah, I really would.
Hopefully they're smart and do the right thing.
Yeah, for sure. Cap says it's what the Giants do.
Yeah.
They always do it, bro. Don't get these games anytime, any place, baby. They love doing that. You know that, brother. You know that, man. Oh, man, I tell you, this team, bro. It's just what they do, and I'm not in the game of just let's hope for lose out so we can get a high pick. I want to beat some teams. I want to.
You think the players are just checked out, or we're just bad? We're just trash?
No doubt about it. They checked out defensively.
Okay,
except for a few players that we'll get into in a moment, but yeah. They checked out, man. They checked out a whole lot on defense, man. It seems like they're not. They just want this to be over, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. I don't know what message they're getting in that locker room with these clowns that's left in there. I can't blame them. You want them to show pride, though. You want them to show pride.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain players on this team showing pride, like Burns. You know, Abdul Carter was tremendous today. I thought.
Yeah, he woke up today. He wasn't sleeping.
Yeah, for sure. He actually I'm gonna talk about that in a moment. With the comments he made during the week, it looked like he had a point to prove, and I love what I saw today. You know, guys like that, guys like Holland, who's out there playing hard. You know, there's players on the team. There's certain spots. There's guys out there you can see they checked out, man.
I think Okereke is gonna get released.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Get
him out. Get him out. It's over. It's over for Okereke.
The Okereke experiment is over.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, that one. He was better on the wing. It's clearly not working. I just.
You think he's just overcompensating? You think? Because nobody's next to him.
I don't know. He struggled last year in his schemes too. You know, even when McFadden was there. So, and we could make the case McFadden actually has been a better linebacker the last 2 years since the change in DC. You know, which is hard to believe. You know, but it is what it is. I just think it's time for him to go. We got to go another direction. Direction. And anything Joe Shane has touched basically has not worked. So for the guys that are not working under Joe Shane, they got to go.
Get them out.
Get them out. Just clean it up. Daniel says Slayton going to make a last-minute OBJ type catch to win.
I can see that happening, yo.
You know what's coming, bro. He's going to that is the best comment. I swear to God.
Some Hail Mary type shit.
And it would be just typical New York Giants at the end of the year. He's going to make a OBJ.
Yeah, you spot on with that, bro. You spot on with that.
He'll probably use 2 fingers instead of OBJ's 3 to win the games and knock them down to like 8 or 9. You know it's coming. Know it's coming. Unbelievable. No doubt about it. Cap says, what are we going to do with Tibbs? I like him as a player, but how much do you pay a player like that? Well, listen. Well, I'll say this. Am I going to break the bank to re-sign Thibodeau? No.
Is he a free agent? No, he's not a free agent, is he?
No. He's got 1 more year left in his deal because they picked up his player option. So he's on the team next year, but you know he's going to be trying to get an extension. So I don't think the Giants are going to go there unless it's a team-friendly deal. I don't think they're going to do that. I want to bring Tibbs back, but at a right price. I'm not going to break the bank for him. I'm not doing that. I don't think you can do that at this point with the way things are. And if we bring a new GM in here, is he going to really want to do that? Break the bank for Tibbs to keep him if he didn't draft him? I don't know if he's going to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So there's some questions there. Right. I think if it's a deal that makes sense, you re-sign him. I think Thibodeau is a good player. I don't think he is like, a dominant edge rusher like that. I don't think he's that kind of player. But I do want to see him in a better scheme. He has improved as a player every season. Every season, he has improved as a player. He was terrible against the run when he first got to us. And he has been very good against the run this year. So, and again, another thing that kind of gives me pause, he keeps getting hurt, man. He's, last couple of years, he gets hurt. He's missed some games now with a shoulder. So I think that ties into it as well. Giants got to be careful not to go crazy there, but I am interested in bringing him back, but I just can't give him a top contract, edge rusher contract at the money he's going to probably be looking for. So let's see what happens. Hopefully they can work something out. What do you think?
We just got to get the right defensive coordinator, man.
Yeah,
just got to get that right.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I just want to see him and this talent under the right defensive coordinator, under a Hafley.
Because he's a hell of a player. Anybody want his team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's just, what is his value? That's the tricky part. What is his value? And does he? I think the league has a value on him, right? But I can see Thibodeau kind of like testing that value, thinking he can get more than what the league values him at. And do the Giants really want to be in that situation? I think it's a better chance he comes back if they keep Joe Shane. I'll say that. I'll say that. No doubt
Mm.
about it. Because I don't know if they bring another GM if he feels the same about him that Joe Shane will do since he drafted him.
But I
Because
think if we bring Antonio Pearson, possibly can work with him.
oh yeah, no doubt about it, bro. Any defensive mind that has a pulse can work with him. You know,
Yeah.
these guys that we've had the last couple of years are god awful. Bullen is bum sauce.
Yeah,
Bullen
yeah, yeah,
fucked
yeah.
me
He
up
was
my big
garbage. He was
time.
garbage.
And
Yeah.
I don't even understand why they even promoted him over,
Got a
over,
free promotion. I don't know why he got that.
yeah. I don't know why they gave him why Kafka went there with him. It's yeah, and we all know how I feel about Shane Bowen's bum ass. So I would love to see these guys, this talent, this core, this talent under a defensive coach that knows what he is doing. That's what I want to see. So I don't think now is the time to give an extension to Thibodeau at this point, unless he takes a team friendly deal. I don't. I'm just. I think.
I don't see him doing that. I don't see him doing that
Yeah,
either.
because you know what could happen. Let's say the new coaching staff comes and he has a tremendous year next year. Well, now guess what? You can franchise tag him then and negotiate something to see what you can do. I just don't think now is the time to do it unless it's a team friendly deal. That's all. That's
Right,
all.
right,
I
right,
think
right.
Giants got to just be smart here on that situation. But I am very interested in keeping Thibodeau. I do not want to let him
Same
go.
here. Same here.
You know what
Yep.
I mean? I want to see him. I like Tibbs, and I like how he wants to be a Giant, and he acts like a New York Giant. You know what I'm saying? Like he's defending the team even when they suck on social media all the time. He
Right.
don't mind going at rivals, speaking his mind. Like I like that about him, and I think this team and this franchise needs guys like that, dogs that give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clearly, he gives a damn, and that's the way I look at it. You know
And
what
I
I mean?
also want to bring back Cordell Flott too, man.
Yeah, I'm very interested in bringing Flott back at the right price as well. I'm very interested in
I
that.
love
I like
Flott.
Flott. I've always liked Flott. His talent, his issue has always been just staying healthy. That's all it is. And for the most part, he stayed healthy, and he's been our best corner. Honestly, he's been better than Adebo. He's been better than him. And that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sucks.
For sure.
Now,
Yep.
Adebo has missed time with some injuries. That has happened. But I never wanted to give Adebo the kind of money they paid him. I just think you know, he's a solid number two. I think he's a solid number two corner, and Flott is a good corner as well. I think you got to keep Flott. I think and I think you can get a good price for him too. Because this is the only year he's really been staying healthy and had a good year. So how many teams are really going to go out and pay him a really top tier kind of contract, especially with his injuries history and that slender build that he has? It's
He's
very
not. He's not. He's not too. He's not too big. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think there's an opportunity there. The New York Giants can actually bring him back for a good
I
contract.
hope
So
so. I hope
I
so. They
hope
can
that
do it.
happens. I'm with you. I'm with you, Danny. We are sharing a brain on that. I really would love to see
Mm-hmm.
that. Cap says don't sign Tibbs and sign Robinson. Robinson, you
No.
talking about Robinson?
You talking about
Oh,
Wendell?
Wandell, right? Yeah. No, you wait on Tibbs. I think you wait on Tibbs. You let him play out that final year in his deal. He has the
Yeah.
player option. He's under contract next year. You let him play it out. I think you do that. I absolutely think you do that. And you resign Wandell. But I don't know how realistic it is to sign him.
That's gonna scare me, man. Yeah, I don't want to lose him.
I don't know how realistic it is if we can't trade Slayton. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Money Mike checks in. Salute, Money Mike. He said, salute, welcome to the show. He says, nobody wants Slayton. Yeah, nobody's gonna want that contract, man. Nobody's gonna want that
Oh
contract,
man.
bro. I'm telling you, man, Joe Shane really screwed us with that shit, man. He really screwed us with that deal, man. And it was a stupid move. I just thought it was stupid. Like, what if you really break it down? Last year, you go back to last season. Darius Slayton was talking like he was looking for the biggest contract and he was ready to leave us. He was very public about how he was going to leave. He didn't see us coming back. And when he went and took a look at the market and saw that nobody was going to give him the contract he thought he could get, he quickly ran back to Joe Shane, and Joe Shane dumbass gave it to him. That's what happened, bro. That's what happened. And it's a mistake the Giants are going to have to live with right now. They're going to have to live with it because I really don't see him. I see anybody
You know
doing
what I'm thinking? I just thought about something. Like if we possibly, if we end up with the number one pick, right? Um, a lot of teams are gonna be coming after us, desperate.
Yeah.
Give us their picks to be at the number one spot, a la the Jets, New York Jets, right?
Oh my God, I would
So
love.
we could definitely hold them ransom. And
Oh,
if we get the number one, we could hold them ransom.
yeah.
Um, we can negotiate. You know what I'm saying? You want to come up to number one?
No
Sure,
problem.
that's fine. If you want to, like, maybe we could give them a package deal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give them Slayton, possibly. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? And then we
you
get rid of
never
that con. If they want to come up to number one, you know what I'm saying? You want to come up to number one, give
know.
us some of your draft picks or whatever. Maybe we'll give you Slayton or whatever. Do something in that package deal.
Very
You know what I'm
interesting
saying?
thought. Very interesting thought. I like it. I like that thought. I would love for that to happen. And for that matter, any team to come up. Now again, we're
Yeah.
being hypothetical, folks. You know what I'm saying? We
It's
we
not.
don't
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. We just.
number one.
Yeah.
Right. But
Hypothetically.
that happened. If hell froze over and the Giants actually did keep that number one pick, I love that idea, Danny.
You know what
And
I'm saying? Like, yeah, we could hold it. We could hold the Jets ransom, but
yeah, any team for that matter, but the Jets would be the team that you want to come up because they have
they have
so
a
many
lot of
assets
draft
to
picks.
move,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, that would be ideal, and it would be ideal for both New York teams. You give us everything you got okay, you give us everything you got, and you get your franchise quarterback. So it's a win-win for New York teams to do that. It would be perfect. It's just not gonna happen, and it sucks, but it's not.
Lord.
But I like your idea, Danny. I definitely
You
entertain
know what
that.
I'm saying? Like
They need,
The Jets will draft their quarterback.
they need receivers. They definitely need receivers
And
because
yeah, and then Garrett Wilson can have a nice veteran receiver next to him, Slayton.
I
You
like it.
know,
I like it. I like it a lot, bro. I'm in. I'm in. I would definitely love it, especially if we're gonna have them empty the medicine chest of picks they're gonna have available. So hey, take
yeah,
Darius Slayton, sweeten that shit up. I'm in.
yeah. Like give them Slayton. They'll have Mendoza. They'll have Garrett Wilson. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. It's a win-win for both New York teams. You
right?
get they get their franchise quarterback, and we get all your picks, and hey, we're all good. We're all set. We both build our teams. I'm in on that because I actually think the New York Giants are way ahead of the Jets in this rebuild right now. I think the New York Giants, and I'm sure you agree with this, Danny. I think the New York Giants are a competent coaching staff away and a couple of pieces here and there away from contending next year. I really do of becoming a good team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they gotta get the right GM to make the moves and the right coach staff to make this happen. We got Jackson Dawg. We got our franchise quarterback. Obviously, the
yeah,
kid is talented and he's the real deal. They just got to get a competent coaching staff to take care of him. We got pieces on defense. We got a healthy Scatterbo returning next year. We got a healthy Malik Neighbors returning next year. The pieces are there, man. The pieces are there. So I think at this point of where we are in both teams' trajectory, I think this is perfect for a win-win situation for both New York teams. So, hey, if God wants it that way, which he probably does, if the football guys want it that way,
probably not. Probably not.
probably not. And we do end up having that number one pick. Hey, it's
Oh
gonna be
man,
a sale. It's gonna be an auction to the highest bidder, and the Jets have more ducats in the chest than any other team in the league next year
they
to go
sure
come
do.
up with that
They
pick. So,
sure do.
New York Giants, they end up with the number one pick or number two pick. They shouldn't do anything but look to trade out.
Trade down.
There
Yep.
is no
Yep.
excuse to not do that. None. You know, but knowing Joe Shane, he'll probably
He'll stay. He'll stay at number one.
yeah,
He'll stay at
he'll
number one.
and draft the fucking thing. This guy's
He'll draft Mendoza.
yeah. Knowing right? Knowing
He'll
him,
draft Mendoza, bro.
or he'll draft an offensive tackle or some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Word.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
28ED2, Dorian checks in, says our owner won't do it. Shaking my head, clean house, the office. No doubt
Yeah.
about it. No doubt about it. I gotta believe it to see it, bro. We've seen this movie before, and every time the villain always wins. That's just the way it is. Money Mike says, I think only team we beat is the Raiders. It's true. That is that is the most winnable game on the schedule. And you know what? Some people will probably try to bring up Minnesota next week. I don't see it, bro. Unless JJ McCarthy bum ass becomes
I
bum
don't
ass.
see us being as I don't see us being in Minnesota. No, I don't
But
see it.
that defense, Brian Flores against Kafka, I am not looking forward to that matchup.
And Brian Flores who hates the Giants.
You know he want to stick it to us with that lawsuit
Yeah.
pending. You know he's gonna have his best game plan of the year. The Giants can't stop the run anyway, so you know they're gonna run the ball on offense. Kevin O'Connell is one of the best offensive lines in football. You
Yeah.
know he's gonna have something out there for this defense that can't stop. I'm not looking forward to that next week. So, in my opinion, yes, the Raiders are the best chance for the Giants to win another game the rest of the way. Just my opinion. Daniel says salute. He said, "Gotta run. Salute, Danny. Salute, Daniel." Well,
Salute. All
let's
right.
break down this game. First of all, real quick before we conclude today, Jackson Dart, I saw as a very up and down game, especially in the first half. I thought he played
Wasn't perfect. Wasn't perfect today. Yeah.
No, wasn't perfect, but that's okay. You know what? Cold weather out there. Hey,
Yeah, it was bad.
Stuff. Rookie, quarterback. He's gonna have his ups and downs. We're gonna have games like that. But he competed.
Yeah.
And every time he got an opportunity, he kept fighting. It kept us in the game. He kept us in the game. Okay. His numbers today were 20 or 36, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And of course, who was he throwing to for that interception? Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah.
Now, it's hard for me to know what happened because it looked like I don't know.
I don't know what happened. He didn't run the wrong route, did he? I forgot.
I hope not, but hey, with Jalen Hyatt, you can't rule it out. And at first glance, to me, it looked like he just threw an inaccurate ball. Now why did he throw an inaccurate ball? We have to see. I didn't check the post game to see what happened there. Maybe he was expecting Hyatt to go to the inside spot and sit when Hyatt broke outside. It's always some miscommunication when Jalen Hyatt is in the game. So it's hard for me to say. So I'll leave that as a possibility. But until I know for sure, it was an inaccurate ball by Jackson Dart. So I got to put it on Dart. Defender made a good play, took the ball away, took away points from us in that drive. So that was the only blemish to me. Inaccurate balls here and there, but for the most part, I'm just pissed off because why in the world are we running this man off this concussion, calling design runs? I just don't understand it.
On the first and goal.
And again, it goes back to self-preservation for Mike Kafka. He knows that the only shot he has, just like with Brian Dable, the only shot that these guys have to survive is if they win some games. So spare me the whole we love Jackson and we care about his health. They didn't give a shit. They were running stupid draws and design runs and stuff like that.
Even Jonathan, I don't know if you heard on the broadcast. Even Jonathan Vilma said he was like, every time I see Jackson Dart run, I just shake my head.
Yeah, and he's right. And listen, I'm not a big Jonathan Vilma guy. I think he sucks as a fucking broadcaster. He
is annoying, though. He's annoying.
He is annoying. He sucks, bro.
Why do they always have him on Giants games? They always have him on Giants games.
Bro, yeah, because we get the shitty crew because our team is shitty. So we get the shitty crew on the Fox broadcast. But this guy, you could tell he does not prepare for certain teams that he does not know. He just doesn't prepare well when he's breaking down. This man actually said on the telecast, a uncharacteristic drop by Darius Slayton. I almost dropped to the floor.
Uncharacteristic.
What are you talking about?
Have you watched Slayton?
He has not, Danny. This guy doesn't.
Uncharacteristic?
Yeah.
Come on.
He's horrible, bro. He is a horrible, horrible analyst. But I do agree with him on that. Yeah. I didn't understand the whole design runs they were doing.
That wasn't excusable.
Yet another reason why Kafka has to go. He has to go. And that's why I'm saying Dan Quinn and Clinsbury destroyed Kafka and Bowling today. Clearly. I mean, they outcoached him. It wasn't even close, bro. It really wasn't, man. What do you think about this, man? We talked about it earlier. Clinsbury was definitely auditioning.
That's what I was saying, bro. I think if the Giants are smart after the season, the first person they have to interview will be Cliff Kingsbury. They have to.
No doubt about
The way Washington moved the football down the field, and how he coached Mariota, bro.
it.
There's
Yeah.
no excuse. The Giants definitely have to interview Cliff Kingsbury. No doubt
No
about it.
No doubt about it. He should be in the running to get interviewed. I'm not saying I would take the choice, but
But
at the
just
end of the
interview him.
day,
Just interview
he
him. Just
should
tell,
be
yeah.
he should get an interview and he should be a candidate. He checks the boxes on what the Giants could be looking for and should be looking for. He should get an interview, no doubt about it, and he showed why. I mean, he's doing this with Mariota. He's done some
Right.
good work with Jaden Daniels, who you mentioned earlier in the show. Hey,
Hmm.
the guy knows how to scheme up some things and run an offense. There's no doubt about it. There's a question whether he's better as an offensive coordinator. I'll say that, but then a head coach. But clearly, the man has something with offense. He knows the ball, and you get if he had his hands on Jackson Dart, you
Woo, baby.
some elite neighbors with
Scatterboo.
Scatterball with Wandale Robinson. Maybe you draft a Carnell Tate or
That's
Jordan
well, yeah,
Tyson.
yeah.
Theo Johnson is starting to develop into a very solid tight end now, quietly, I may add. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you could see that he could work with what he has here. So, yeah,
Maybe,
man,
maybe he could do wonders with Slayton. Who knows?
he probably would bench his bum ass.
Maybe he could do wonders, bro.
Maybe,
Maybe,
maybe he could. Maybe he could find a way to make him catch the ball. Maybe
you
put some
know.
on them gloves. I don't know what the hell. But yeah, you could definitely see that he could do some work with the weapons that he would have. You could argue, honestly, that the Giants' skill position players are much better than the Washington Commanders. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Let's
yes,
be
for
honest.
sure.
They Jaden Daniels and Jackson Dart right now. You could say you could give the slight edge to Jaden Daniels, but Jackson Dart isn't up and coming. But obviously the talent is there, and these two guys probably are going to be the two best.
Our talent is there, but the coaching is not. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that these two kids, Daniels and Dart, are going to be running this division in the future for
Hmm.
years to come if they get things situated for them. So, and you look at the receivers, Malik Neighbors, Wandale Robinson versus Debo and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking our guys. You know what I mean? Scatterbo on their running game. I'm taking Scatterbo and Tracy. I'm taking our running game. You know, O-line. Hey, Giants O-line's been good this year. So
They haven't improved. They haven't
yeah,
improved.
yeah. Zach Ertz. He's
But
Blue's
I still say we should get a new center though.
I'm in there too. I think we need a new center and a new guard.
Yeah.
I'm on record. I want Linderbaum. I want to sign
Mhm.
Tyler Linderbaum. If he gets to free agency from this Baltimore Raven franchise, the New York Giants need to be all in on bringing Linderbaum there. Sign him, put him at center, and find a guard, draft a guard. I'm okay with that. Or you move Mimbo to guard and re-sign Illuminor as well. So there's going to be some changes on the O-line, I think, in the offseason and some decisions for the New York Giants to make
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, I like Clinsbury as a candidate, no doubt about it. I also want to say the turning point of this game for me was the Lane 63
Oh man.
touchdown with 105 before the half.
No fucking tackling, guys. No
Awful
tackling.
Special teams is just god awful. For the third straight game, they gave up a touchdown on special teams. 3 straight games. You know,
Crazy.
I mean, it turned the whole game around. It made it a uphill climb for the rest of the game. It gave them a good cushion going into the half, Washington Commanders, as they went and they scored or whatever. But it gave them the cushion they needed to play keep away with this New York Giant team. And hey, it's been a bugaboo. It's been bad. The special teams has been horrific this year. Horrific, whether it's the
Yeah.
kickers, whether it's the punter being awful, whether it's the return game. And we know our return game is basically non-existent. So we give up touchdowns all the time on their return game.
Yeah.
That turned the whole game around. What do you think about that, bro?
Yeah, that when I saw that run back, I was like, yeah, it's a wrap. It's like it's how our seasons it's pretty it pretty much sums up our season, bro, on that one punt return. It pretty much sums up how the Giants football season has gone
Yep,
and how shitty this tackling has been.
no doubt.
And it's just it's embarrassing and disgraceful.
correct me if I'm wrong. Was it right after we scored? I believe too. Right? Wasn't
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
yeah. They kicked it off and then boom, they ran it back.
Yeah. Oh no. It was a punt. I'm sorry. It was a punt return. So
Mm.
they forced us to punt the ball, and we're trying to like keep them back there, and try to get the ball back before they have
It
to
was
get
bad.
an
It
opportunity.
was
So
bad.
that to me was the turning point of the entire game because it basically made us play keep away the rest of the way. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
and my unfiltered truth, like we Mike Kafka should not be brought back as OC. His play calling, running the ball conservative on 3rd and 20 and plus
Yeah,
territory, that pissed me off. That pissed me
yeah.
off.
That was bad. That was bad.
Can we throw the ball? Can we get some yards? Even if you don't get the 20 yard, I get it. It's not like a high percentage that you're gonna convert a 3rd and 20, but god damn it, you're right there. It's 3rd and 20, you're in plus territory, you're in field goal. It's a long field goal if right there. If you get some yards back, guess what? Maybe Cool makes that field goal because he missed right after you ran conservative, and that was points off the ball we did. Because Cool, we know his leg is shaky, and he missed. He missed right there. So that pissed me off, okay? And that's his problem. See, Mike Kafka is showing this is above his head. He's not head coach material. Either he's too conservative or he doesn't run the right. His play calling in the goal line is awful. Because what did he do? He did 3 passes when we had a 1st and goal at the 1 and threw the ball 3 fucking times, and including getting Dart to the medical tent.
Got
Okay.
RPO. We made him do RPO. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? We're trying to keep this kid healthy, and you're running that play at the goal line with all those bodies in there trying to hit the guy. Had to send him to the medical tent. We bring in Winston, and what does he do? He has Winston throw the ball a couple of times. Why can't we just run the freaking ball? We went backwards twice. Run the ball with Tracy or Singletary, man. What are we doing?
He's not head coach material, bro. He's not. He's awful.
He's in over his head, bro. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's like he doesn't know how to handle the head coaching position at all. Like he was like like, dude, you have your quarterback, you have this kid, you have to have him healthy, run the right plays, pass it around, don't get this kid hurt, man.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
like having Brian Dable back there
Yeah,
again.
yeah. It's just self-preservation.
It's like
bro.
Brian Dable is still rubbing off on him. That's what it is.
Because I think he knows he's not going to get the head coach job. They probably told him, "Hey, man, if you don't win these last games remaining, we're going to move. We're going to move on." Because they really wanted to give him the job when they made the change. They were looking for a reason to say, "Hey,
Give it to him."
It was all Brian Dable's fault. We have a head coach, Mike Kafka. He has the continuity with his scheme with the quarterback." The young quarterback, let's keep that together. Look, he's won games. Now they could sell that. Actually. They could have sold it if he would have won. We have quickly found out. Way over his head.
Yeah.
Over his head.
Right.
Like we're on the ground, 2 feet on the ground, and there's a freaking jetliner in the sky and the clouds over his head. He's not the guy. I don't even want him as an offensive coordinator. These play calls that he's done, no.
It's horrendous, man. It's like, dude, man, like we have I don't know. I mean, let Jackson Dart. I think sometimes I wish Jackson Dart would just overrule his play calling sometimes.
Yeah.
I know he's a rookie. And all, but I wish sometimes Jackson Dart could do that because it's bad.
Yeah, I wish he would too sometimes, you know what I mean? And I mean, we've seen him on the Dable. See, that's a very interesting point you made, and I'm going to bring this out now, right? When Brian Dable was here and coaching, there were times that he would change the play at the line of scrimmage being run. There's been a few times he did do that, you know what I mean? So, and they would and Dable would actually talk about it in his post games and stuff like that, or during the week.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking now maybe there's a possibility that Kafka's and the offensive coordinator is running plays and they're not letting him do it. Maybe they're like, run the play, just run the play. It could be a possibility that's what's happening as well. But Until we know, we don't know. But I agree with you. I would wish that sometime he would just overrule this clown and
Yeah,
just
man, because it's gonna get him. These play callings that he's doing is gonna get him fucking
yeah,
hurt, man. It's
yeah,
gonna get him fucking hurt.
yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. And I also think we can't dismiss maybe Jackson is telling the coaching staff, hey, let's run this play. I want to run it. You know what I
I'm
mean?
pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure he is.
And instead of them saying, no, Jax, we're not doing that, kid. We got to protect you. Let's run something else. Maybe they're saying, you know what, let them do it because maybe there's a reason why if we win these games, we can sell that and keep us here. I don't know. Everything's on the table at this point, man. So until we know that, I'm putting the blame on Kafka doing these stupid ass plays.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that until we know otherwise. And one last point for today's show, I want to mention.
Bravo.
I want to give some respect on Abdul Carter's name, okay?
Yeah.
All right, because listen, y'all, and rightfully so, because I gave the kid some heat, and everyone that knows me knows
He's been through hell this week. Yeah.
And rightfully so. And rightfully so. He put that on himself. Everyone that knows me knows I believe in Abdul Carter. I think he's going to be a very good player in this league,
sure.
Especially when we get a better coaching staff to unlock him. Okay, I love the fact, and I criticize the kid, and I even went on a live stream with TP as well. You know, we did a live stream with a couple of other content creators last week during the bye week, and you know, I said it. I said, hey man, I think he can learn from this. I think he'll be fine, but he better cut this shit out, okay? Because there's no excuses for it, okay? It better change, and it better start next week. And you know what? It did. It did. He talked about it during the week. He said he had accountability. He said, hey, listen, I wasn't doing the right things. I'm going to be a better teammate. I'm going to be better, more serious about my craft and more serious about helping this team win. He was alive in meetings. Everyone talked about it, and he responded today. Abdul Carter had his best day as a pro. He was the only bright spot to me today, in my opinion, especially on defense. He had 5 tackles today. He had a strip sack, okay, and he forced 2 fumbles today. 2 fumbles, a big forced fumble on the running back today that gave us a chance to tie this game today when everyone basically on the defense was quitting besides him and Brian Burns, okay? And the tape don't lie. That defense was quitting out there. And the only 2 guys that I saw, 3 guys I'll say that was competing, I saw was Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, okay, and Moasau, the linebacker who stinks.
Oh, yeah, he was Moasau. Yeah.
He stinks, but at least he was competing out there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going out there not trying to hit nobody, okay? And you know what? I also should mention Holland as well. He did try to as well, okay? So there was but guys like Dex, I ain't seen nothing from Dex. I ain't seen nothing. There was plays Davison didn't even bother trying to tackle the ball carrier in the first half. He just got blocked out the play, and he just turned around and just watched the running back go by. Didn't even try to hustle to go get the play. Nothing. Jalen Hyatt actually showed more hustle on the interception to make the tackle downfield than a lot of these defensive players did today. Okay? Abdul Carter responded, and he had a great performance today. I thought, let's put some respect on this kid's name. Rightfully so, he's taking some heat the last couple of weeks with these disciplinary actions that he did to himself. Okay,
so he took it on the chin, but he played his ass off today.
He had accountability. Yeah. He finally learned. It shouldn't have took this long. I say that it shouldn't have took this long for his accountability, but he did it. He did it, and he went out there and played hard and played. And he was the best defensive player on the field today on both teams. Okay. Let's put some respect on this kid's name, Abdul Carter. He looked like the number 3 overall pick today, okay? Salute to Abdul Carter.
Kudos to 51, baby. Yep.
Yes, sir. So for the Giant fans out there, let's not give up on this kid so early, okay? Because you guys were doing this to Thibodeau early in his career as well. A lot of you guys was talking wild on Thibodeau's name, okay, when he struggled the first couple of years, okay? When he wasn't making tremendous impact plays all the time, okay? All of you guys were doing the same thing to Abdul Carter that you did to Thibodeau, okay? And Thibodeau is a solid player, all right? So let's calm down. This is his rookie year.
Let's pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes, people.
Yeah, let's pump the brakes on that, right? This kid is an immensely talented ball player, right? Let's relax with all that, and let's hope that he gets it going forward and he finishes this season strong. Okay? He rightfully took it on the chin. He did it to himself, and rightfully so. But he responded today. Let's hope this is the start of something going forward. All right?
I hope so too.
Let's get the last two comments of the night. Corey checks in. Salute, Corey. He says, Darius Slayton is the equivalent of Dr. Jeff with the drop ball pass plays. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. He says he is not it. And Joe Shane made the wrong choice re-signing him. No doubt about it, my friend. No doubt about it. He definitely isn't it. And it's all Joe Shane's fault for giving him that stupid, ridiculous contract. And I hate to say it, it's going to probably cost us. It's probably going to cost us.
I really hope that he, I know they said he's going to be in charge of searching for the head coach. I really hope they don't, man. I really hope they really fire his ass after the last game is over. I really hope that he gets canned and gets the pink slip. I don't think he should meddle in with this new head coaching search at all, bro. I really don't.
No, he should not.
He will definitely fuck it up.
No, he shouldn't. And and that's the thing about it. Like, I don't want to limit our chances of getting the best head coach. You know what I'm saying?
And that's gonna hinder us, bro. If he's there,
yeah.
It's like who wants to fucking coach with him as GM?
I mean, I don't want to be in a situation where we got this candidate and we know he's the best candidate because we have the best job. We have the best job, so we need to get the best candidate, bro. That's as simple as that. I don't want it to come down to where they say, you know what? I don't want to work with him. So, can we make a change? And I'm all in to do it. Oh, I'm sorry. We want to keep Joe. So if you can't do that, then I guess we'll go another direction.
And that's the shit I'm scared of, bro. You know?
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to be the best job available, you got to take advantage of that, man. You got to do that. You got to take advantage and say, you know what? We're the best job available, and we got to get the best candidate. Nothing should hold us back. Can no other team or franchise hold us back from being the best job? So why are we going to hold ourselves back? That's stupid. That's not good business, and that's dysfunctional franchise business. It is time for the New York Giants to stop being dysfunctional and make the right decisions, no matter how uncomfortable it makes the owner. It's time to get uncomfortable now. John.
No, yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. Like, they have to start being uncomfortable, and they have to stop being emotionally attached to people.
Exactly.
They have to stop doing that shit. Take feelings out. Take feelings out.
Yeah. Yeah. If you really care about turning this team and franchise around, you're gonna check feelings at the door. Okay, you're just gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to if you want, because obviously your way of doing it has not worked, and it hasn't worked for a long time. So it's time to do something different, no matter how uncomfortable it is. But hey, that's our 2 cents. Let's see what happens going forward if they even happen. So that's going to do it for today's show. Giants lose their 8th straight game. They fall to the Commanders 29-21 and now are 2-12. It's a race to the bottom, folks. It's a race to the bottom.
Yeah.
3 weeks left in the season. Holidays are coming, but 3 weeks left in the season, man. And we'll see what happens going forward. Next week's game is at MetLife Stadium versus the Minnesota Vikings. We'll see what happens next week with old friend Brian Flores coming in. And with what's going on with the history between him and John Mara and this franchise of New York Giants.
I pray for Jackson Dart.
They are gonna give this kid Jackson a baptism. Denver's defense was a challenge, no doubt. That's the best defense he faced all year, and he met that challenge. But this is going to be a little different. This is going to be they're going to be hitting this kid every play. They're going to really test him, and I actually have like some nervousness about if he's going to make it through this game. Our offensive line is going to have to play our best game next week because we know Brian Flores' scheme is attack. He likes to blitz. He likes to throw a lot of zero coverages. It's going to be up to the New York Giants receivers to beat their man one-on-one. There are going to be opportunities out there, but Dart is going to get pressured, and they're not going to let Dart just run around and make. Oh,
not at all. Not at all.
This is going to be a test next week for the rookie. Let's see what kind of game plan this shit-faced coaching staff has to protect this kid and give the New York Giants a chance to win next week. We'll see. But that's going to do it for today's show. Salute to Danny, as always, coming through.
Oh, salute to you, brother. Yep.
Appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you every time, brother. And salute to everyone in the chat and everyone out there that watched the show for checking in and chiming in with your takes and your point of view and your thoughts and sharing them with me. I appreciate all of that, but that's going to do it. But before we go, I'm just going to ask one more favor of you. One more favor out there for everyone new to the channel. Hit that like and especially that subscribe button of Born for Sports because, folks, I talk on sports. As you can see, big-time New York Giant fan, I'm in the car. I'm still in the car with y'all. It's the every week, but I'm in there with y'all.
You haven't taken the seatbelt off yet, bro, huh?
I haven't, bro. I'm fucking on narrow road, baby. With ice on the ground with no solar sand.
Oh, man.
We in this together, Giant Nation. Keep it locked for that content that you seek. It's good, whether it's going to be a joyful session or a therapy session. I'm in the car. We taking it all the way up to week 18. You know we going to do what we got to do. I talk New York Knicks basketball.
Woo! Woo! One more, baby. One more.
No team in the tri-state and no team that I root for every day that is making me happier than the New York Knickerbockers, baby. And it ain't just about the fact that they're one win away from this midseason cup that I'm really not all that excited.
I'm not interested in it. Whatever. I'm actually, Danny, very happy that we won and even that tiebreaker. We took that tiebreaker situation away from the Orlando Magic yesterday. Yeah. We beat them pretty good yesterday. You see, even without some players, we got Shamit's hurt.
Shamit's hurt. Deuce is not in there.
Yeah.
Hey, we still went out there and kicked the Orlando Magic asses the last 2 times this week, I might add. Okay. And now we're one away from that midseason cup against the San Antonio Spurs, against that praying mantis 7-7 guy.
You said praying mantis?
Praying mantis looking man. I tell you, that dude is a cheat code, no doubt about it, bro.
Man.
But you know what? I'm just more excited about the fact that the New York Knickerbockers are buying into this system of Mike Brown. They're sharing the basketball. It's beautiful basketball to watch. Josh Hart in the starting lineup looking good. Hey, keep it locked, New York Knick Nation.
You heard the DiVincenzo rumors, right?
Oh, I know there has been some Devo rumors. There's rumors as well. But I had a smile on my face when I saw that Devo rumor. Hey, I would love to have him back, but it's going to be interesting to see if they can do that. It might not be realistic now. Maybe in the offseason we'll see. But I have heard stronger rumors about Alvarado.
Alvarado's good too, man. He's good bench guy.
I wouldn't mind him. I really wouldn't. Backup guard, plays defense, tenacious.
He's from New York. And he's from New York. Yep.
And he's a New York-born player. Hey, bring him in. Why not? More depth, the better. Keep it locked, New York Knick Nation. Gonna have some contact in a couple of days after that Cup game. Keep it locked, y'all. And I've come to the New York Mets. Yes, I talk New York Mets baseball. And how do you feel, man? I am not a happy camper. I'm not a happy camper for what I'm seeing. Now, I do recognize there's plenty of all season left to go to see if there are changes to go. Pete Alonso is gone. We traded Brandon Nimmo a couple of weeks ago.
And
the Pete Alonso thing, I expected. The writing's been on the wall since last year about that. My whole thing is I am mad we let Edwin Diaz get to the Dodgers. I'm very upset about that. It seems like Diaz did want to leave, though. But I still feel like the Mets should have did more to offer a contract he could not refuse to keep him, but he didn't. David Stearns, if you ever see this shit here,
you get my boy riled up over here, David Stearns.
You better figure it out. This is not the Milwaukee Brewers. This is not the small market Brewers. This is the New York fucking Mets.
You better make a splash, bro. You better make a splash, my boy.
The New York market. Get that small market bullshit the fuck out of here.
That's his mentality, man. He got the small market mentality, bro.
You better figure it out. And you better find adequate replacements. listen, Polanco was a solid get. I like Polanco, okay? But at first base? Why?
Yeah, the fact that you guys didn't give Pete Alonso an offer, that's
Well,
wild.
was on the wall, and I wanted Pete back, but I knew this was happening. They should have brought Pete back, but I knew this was going to happen. The writing's been on the wall with last year. My whole thing is, you better be right. You better be right, and you better have an
He better be cooking something good. He better be cooking something good for y'all.
In the kitchen. I don't even 24/7 till this is done. You better figure it out, David Stearns. You better figure it out because man, oh man, if you don't,
you're gonna hear my voice. You can hear my boy's mouth over here.
I'm coming for you. If you, man, listen, I'm coming for this guy. I am not happy right now, but I do recognize it is early. It's still early.
It's early.
It's still early in the off season, but the winter meet isn't over. You better get me some freaking pitcher, and you better get me a good team next year. Replacing Edwin Diaz for Devin Woods. Are you fucking crazy?
Yo, that is wild. That is wild. Yeah, that is wild.
But I'm going to relax. Relax. Keep it locked, New York Met Nation, for that content. But that's going to do it. Shout out to New York Giant Nation. Shout out to my guy, Danny.
Salute to you, brother, always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like and subscribe to Born for Sports. Let's go, Giants.